Hey YouTube, welcome back to another Hacker Plays video. Today we are going to be doing our weekly predictions. So, this video will come out Thursday morning. We're doing it on a Wednesday evening. So if you're on stream, say hi. And let's go and predict the cards that are coming out. This is going to be an interesting week because there is a good chance that we get more than one card. So, you know how we were getting one character and one SSR? This might be the week that breaks the mold, and the reason for that is because we're getting a new limited card. So with the movie cards being phased out, we are going to get a new limited card. And the new limited card should be Mitoma. Now, we are getting a second version of Mitoma. So for those of you who have V1 Mitoma, great, he's a great technical support. This is going to be a speed version of Mitoma. Now, this is a really cool card, and we are going to look into it. But for sure, I feel like we're going to get Mitoma this week. I don't know if we get Reo as well. So there is a copy of Reo that should be coming out, and it could, in theory, both be dropping at the same time. So our normal summon could be Reo, and we get a limited run of Mitoma, which might last more than a week. But we don't know until Rudel actually announce it. So let's review Mitoma first, then we'll review the Reo, and I'll give you my thoughts on them, and then we'll look at the support cards that could be coming out. And where we think they are. So, if you're ready, let's look at this speed Reo. Initially, I'm looking at it and I'm seeing 55% speed, which is fantastic, and 45% technical, which is really, really high. Now, 55% speed is actually higher than what Reo, the current Reo, and Loki have. They're both at 52%. So this would be the highest speed character in the game at the moment if it does release with these stats, which is amazing. Now, if you're training characters like Reo and Loki, you already know that you're training with Zantetsu Chigiri, Reo, Loki, and then your last unit, you're using Kunigami, Baro, you're using whoever. This is going to be that last missing speed piece, which is going to be phenomenal. So, there's a good chance he's going to be the last missing speed piece in your speed builds. So, he is going to be quite important to get, and he stays quite meta in the speed comp for a long time. This is definitely a unit you don't really want to skip. He's a good unit. Now, he should come with some initial speed up, which is pretty standard, and some speed during practice, 30%, very standard. He will also have a technical buff, and then a lecture rate. 40% might not feel very high, but remember, now that we've got the workout gear, lecture rate doesn't feel as important. It's definitely still important, but it doesn't feel as important because a lot of it can be made up with Ultra Shuttle Run lecture rates anyway. He does have a lecture bonus. That feels fantastic. Any unit that's going to come out with bonus now is going to be very, very good because that's our limiting factor. We can get rate up and we can get lecture rate, but we can't get enough bonus. So bonus is going to be phenomenal right now. And then always speed up 10%. Loki has this. Now having it with Mitoma as well, it's just going to push speed to the next level. And then later on, we are going to get a full shuttle run rate up and a dribbling rate up. Now, I don't know if these will be coming out with... I don't know if this is going to be correct. I don't know if this is going to be correct. But if it does come out with this, that's going to be pretty strong. I'm going to be real with you. Having Ultra Shuttle Run rate up is going to be fantastic. So, this would be a great card. Now, this should come out with, most likely, a gold card here. I don't think we're going to get the black purple. So, I wouldn't count on it. I think we're going to get a black-red. We'll probably get a black and a black-red. We might get a black-blue. I don't think we're going to get a black-purple yet. So I'm not sure what colour the cards will be. But he is going to have midfield suitability, which is going to be amazing. I think, you know, for a lot of us who are missing a solid midfielder, this is going to be a great midfield addition. And his skills look really, really cool as well. So I've had a chance to look at it, and you can see. So it's going to increase teammates' shooting success whilst decreasing opponents' shot block. So it's going to really open up opportunities for you to score. He's going to be one of those units that's going to be very important to put into a team. He's going to work well in a team, especially a speed team. And then when this player is in the midfield position and this skill is activated after receiving a pass, the player's speed and technique will increase for a certain period of time. Again, fantastic little skill. Fantastic skill. We can also come down and have a look at what skill matches he has. You can see he pairs really well with Loki. And then looking down, he doesn't really pair too much with other people. unfortunately. Igarashi, if you really want some partners. But there you are. I think him and Loki getting that big step is going to be quite nice. Other than that, that's about it. So, is this a card that you should be pulling for? I'm going to say yes. If you already have the Loki, you already have the Reo, this is sort of your missing piece. This is a good card, and it has good future value. I think its initial stats look fantastic as well. So this is a good card. Now, flipping on to the next one, and we are going to be talking about Reo. If Reo really does drop tomorrow, on Friday or tomorrow when you're watching this, this is probably still going to be a skip card. Now, it's going to have pretty low base stats, as you can see. I mean, it's very all-rounded, but it's not phenomenal. It will originally actually have about 15% on the initials, not 17 like it's going to. So this was later on buffed. And it's going to have a black-red dribbling and a green dribbling card. That later on gets buffed in JP, but so it is going to be green dribbling and black-red dribbling. So when we go further down, you're going to see this. So that'll be black-red. Finally, we're going to get a dribbling card in black-red, and that's going to just be a basic green card. But pretty cool card set. Now, let's have a look at its stats. So improved technique, stamina, intel, and then you got practice bonus. Level 2 dribbling training is actually quite cool. Lecture rate being quite low, but then bonus being high is quite nice. Overall, this is actually a pretty solid card. I'm going to be super real with you. This is a pretty solid card. But a lot of you are going to have the other Reo maxed, which means you're going to have the 120% lecture bonus. Unless you really want a technical Reo for whatever reason, you're going to probably skip this since you can't use both cards. Most people are going to skip this card. Just straight up, most people are going to skip this card. And that's completely fine. I'm personally going to skip this card. I don't think this is a bad card, but I'm going to skip it because I have the other Reo maxed, and you know, sure, they serve two different purposes. This is going to be training a technical team, that's going to be training a speed team. So if you put it into that context, fine. But in terms of longevity, better technical supports come out, and this gets phased out too quickly. Knowing that, in terms of future, as a free-to-play, I'm just seeing a comment about the free-to-play or pay-to-win. As a free-to-play, I would skip this Reo. As a free-to-play, I would consider this Mitoma if you have a high Loki and you have a high Reo already, because then you can still go into your speed comp. But the Reo, as a free-to-play, I would skip. As a whale, I would probably skip, unless, you know, I'm the guy that maxes every unit guy. Even whales should skip this guy. Whales should probably go in for the Mitoma, but skip the Reo. That's my 2 cents on that. I don't get me wrong, I do think this Reo is very good. I just think I'm going to personally skip it, and I do recommend people skipping it, because right now we don't have too many technical players in the game. And yes, technical comps are going to be good with the release of Pablo, Luna, and a few others, but there's still a while for that, and we are getting really cool technical units down the line. So maybe this is, for now, this is a skip, and I'm telling you now, when technical becomes meta again, this card is not going to be part of that meta. It's going to be phased out pretty quickly. There's going to be new versions of these cards, so this is probably a bad investment. Now, let's have a quick look at the support cards. So there are two in particular. There is this one that should be coming out at some point this week, and I think it's a pretty bad support card. I'm not going to go into too much details, but if Change of Common Sense comes out, this is going to be pretty much a guaranteed skip. It has nothing of value on here, and honestly, it just isn't a good card. I feel like this has to be a free card that they're going to give out. This almost definitely has to be a free card, because the value on this card is awful. So I'm not even going to talk about it. If this card pops up as an SSR, just avoid it. On the flip side, this card is considerably better, and this is a speed card that should be releasing. If we come down, it does have some decent stats, like fixed speed bonus, but it is 20, it's not a percentage. Small lecture bonus, it has another 20 fixed bonus, and then, like, as you can see, it's again not a phenomenal card. It's probably a skip card as well, unless it, for whatever reason, it does come out with a black purple, in which case that would be an interesting choice. For the most part, both support cards should be almost a guaranteed miss. There should be no reason to be picking them up as a free-to-play or as a whale. So I would avoid both of those. I would definitely consider Mitoma from this week's release, and I would probably avoid Reo. That's my 2 cents. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm going to go and address chat, so if you want to see more discussion on this, join the live stream or follow the live stream, and you'll hopefully be able to get some more insight. Thank you for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.